Hello, and welcome to
Thehayteamtv!
It's magic what you can do with animals, isn't it?
We're very clever here, aren't we?
Top end technology of filming, best you can find.
That was proper editing, mate.
Proper editing, something like that. Anyway, you guys have spotted, we couldn't make it much more obvious this time because you really all struggled to find T7 and we put that in plain sight. So we put this in plain sight too, but you actually managed to see this one, which is, Adam?
A JCB telehandler.
And the number is, Adam?
53860.
So lots of you keep thinking that it's the 70. We didn't go for the 70, which is a 7 metre boom. With 7 metre boom, you lose a little bit of lift capacity. We went for having lift capacity over how high we can lift, basically. So it does what we want. Also, the fundamental thing, this one was cheaper.
Yeah. Let's get that right.
Yeah, let's get that right.
Yeah.
This one was cheaper. Anyway, let's show you around. Now, you lot have been treated because this thing's been here for, what, 4 weeks now?
Yeah, about that, innit?
Yeah, about 4 weeks. It was just before Christmas it got here. We did put sneak peeks of it around. Some of you saw it on the first peek. Lots of you saw it on some of the other ones. But Adam, which you can all thank him, washed it off this afternoon.
Yeah, well, you lucky lot.
Yeah. Unfortunately I was busy on other things.
No, he wasn't.
Don't be like this. Not now. It's all about JCB.
Right.
I'm not having a domestic today.
No, it's fine. You wait till after the video.
God. When you hand in your resignation?
Hey?
When you hand in your resignation?
I'm not.
Joy. Oh, dog's about it, so you're all lucky. Anyway, Ad is thankfully washed all this off because the last time I used it on dung the other day and it's still been sort of dirty. Otherwise, this thing's been loading bales to the factory and we haven't had time to do anything else. So, what is it running, Ad? We've got the keys out. So, we'll show you the engine bay.
I'll show you the engine. Right, so it's a JCB, as we said, 53860 Agri Pro dual tech variable transmission. Right, so under the bonnet is, look at that. So it's JCB's own engine, power output 145 horsepower. Now this is a beast of a machine. Shut up!
So now the interruption is we've got some baby bloody bird up there, which
you can't write it, can you?
I didn't know was there, but it's going to be shot tomorrow. Anyway, it shut up for a minute. So a couple of fundamental points of why, for those of you that are new, why we went from another brand to JCB is one, JCB doesn't have a horizontal radiator, meaning in the environment we have machines in, there's a lot of dust, and you don't have the dust collecting on top of the radiator. Even though they've got reverse fans and that's all supposed to blow off, it just doesn't make sense to us. No. So, as being a mechanic, he was like, well, it doesn't really make sense to me. We also, it's just not logical to have a radiator on the horizontal. It's always been on the vertical. It always works on the vertical. So, that was point one of why we changed to JCBs, even though this is the second one. But
main thing is the engine. 145 horsepower, like just in tows with this all the time, or any telehandler, and I do believe this one is made for towing. She has just got so much power and the torque is unbelievable. She will just tow all day long, won't she?
Now with that also, it is dual tech VT, which you can see just right there.
So meaning it's a split gearbox, variable transmission, meaning the VT. So 0 to 19 is your hydrostatic, and from 20 to 40 is your, well, it's a 3-speed box, but basically power shift. So in the yard, it's brilliant. So basically how it works is, if you know anything about hydrostatic, other brands have got it. You don't actually have to brake when you're loading, which is, again, it's just something you don't have to do. The machine stops itself, and it's brilliant for the yard work. And when you're out on the road, that goes, and then you're into your 3-speed box.
So for myself on the point, is I spend my life in the summer in 2 vehicles: a fast track mowing or towing trailers delivering, or this thing wrapping bales and towing bringing bales. So that dual tech system is absolutely brilliant on bringing bales in. It tows like an absolute train. The response in the yard with hydrostatic is absolutely phenomenal too. So, because we've been used to hydrostatic in the past, and it is just absolutely brilliant. Also on the Loadall as well, we've had cab cams fitted because we absolutely love them. It is like we've done a cab cam video before, so any of you new, you can go back, look, and you can see what we're saying. But having cab cams on things rather than working with mirrors is life changing. So instead of having to sort of be a contortionist, turn yourself round in the seat to look back for a mirror, we just look forward on the cab cam screen, and we can hitch up.
And I do think
like
as well,
really easy.
Again, simple again, but just by adding a light for your pickup hitch.
Yeah.
Simple and effective, and done it out when you're in the summer, dark, picking up the wrapper makes life a dream.
Else there's like the other tricks that I've had to do in the past of go put your torch phone light on and then put it on the floor underneath, shining up, and then hope for the best that nothing goes wrong with all of that and you have a dead phone. Also, JCB made a modification on the pickup hitch. So on the pickup hitches, all on the last model that we had, and everyone else might find the same thing. When you lift the hitch up, the hitch would catch, so the locking pins would catch. Well, now they've chamfered them, shaped them up, so when that hitch comes up now, those pins glide, and the locking claws like flip back and clip. Because I was having to sort of have to pull the cable to lock them in as well. So awesome improvement, because that was doing my head in. Now to the cab. It is JCB's new Series 3 cab, and I know loads of you have seen these on various other channels, and obviously they are a very popular machine. But the Series 3 cab, amazing.
It's really good. Just by the first thing, the cab is 12% bigger. But the first thing we did notice when you're getting in, it's easier to get into the machine.
There's so much space.
They thought this. I know this has been in the works for a while. I mean, I think it's been about 10 years since they actually sort of did bits and pieces to the other cab. But they have really well thought this cab out, and it is a fantastic cab.
So the cab is slightly bigger.
Yeah, slightly bigger. Just 12% bigger.
Why did you shut the door? They want to look in there.
Well, sounds like a Golf, mate.
They don't want to look at you all the time. They want to look in there.
Sounds like a Golf.
That joke's been used before. So, loving the yellow trim, brighten it up in there for a start. Yellow rails, better than everything being grey and black. Much nicer. The one-piece windscreen. I know lots of brands are going for one-piece windscreens now, but again, absolute game changer. It just feels more open, feels bigger, and well, it's really comfortable being. Like, I would say it's easily a good 50% more comfortable than the one we just had.
But they've really, just going into the interior now, which you'll see at the beginning of the video. Basically, if you haven't looked in the fast track, basically, I think all models basically are going to go with this interior. Basically, it's exactly the same as a fast track inside. So you have this is simple. The set and reset, set and forget and set, shall I say? We got there in the end, didn't we?
You having a blah 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 moment?
I mean, that is so. They should be on all telehandlers, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, because getting in now, you've got all that space to get in and set up for the day, and away you go. But everything basically is exactly the same as what you'll see in a fast track, and the dash is brilliant. Well, there is no dash; it's just a little iPad screen.
Also, all the fans are direct linked, so there's just singular pipes going back to the fan, so it gives you more power on your fans and your airflow. So being in there at the moment is lovely. Aircon, heater on. There's just loads of basically wind. And
everything on this, because it's the Agri Pro, this is the top spec that they're doing. everything on this is standard. We have had we've asked for nothing to be, as an extra.
Apart from the cab cam.
Apart from the cab cam, obviously, which we mentioned. But, you have your heated seat, you have your rear screen heater. It's, you get a lot on the machine.
But, yeah, it is... We've got used to it now. We've had it here a little while. But it is really, really comfy.
Yeah, and everything's on the armrest as well, which
and
I like.
Everything's on the armrest. There's actually more room in the cab for the dog. So if I take you in here a second. In the back corner, Rhino has a bed, even though he seems to have moved it from its current or normal position, which is in the corner. Oh, Reg moved it, did he?
Yeah, Reg moved it.
Oh, Adam's corrected me. Reg moved it.
Reg didn't like it.
But yeah, Rhino's pretty happy back there on his bed. Best thing with Jack Russells, we pretty much fit them anyway. But yeah, as Adam said, everything is on joystick. So joystick's there, the rest of the button controls there on your armrest, and wow, it's just so, I'm going to say, so pleasant to use. That's the sort of wording I'm going to use. It is quite a joy being in there. The last model had a few little quirks, not bad, but had a few little quirks. This thing really, at the moment, apart from we've got a bit of a squeak going on the steering wheel, we don't get it there, don't worry, it's going to get sorted. But other than that, but it's a new machine, you have the odd little
you have TV
thing
problems,
going on.
don't you?
It happens. But other than that, it is awesome. And the lighting package we got on it, the LEDs, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, they're brilliant, aren't they?
A couple late nights, I've had load up loads to go out, and I've decided to use this one because we obviously got the new pin and cone plate on the pallet forks, which you saw the other week, which is easier to put on and off because the other way
There's a ball ache.
Is a ball ache. quite plainly. So now we can put that plate on with pallet forks. It means we've got another machine that we can use pallet forks with, whenever we want. And yeah, lighting package, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It's like almost having daylight.
But it's not.
But it's not daylight. He's got a point. And a couple just handy points. The battery is just behind steps, so if you had jumped something or anything like that.
Your washer fluid?
Washer fluid is to hand. And another little bonus feature that JCB One put is an auxiliary button. So you can kill the pressure in your pipes and your boom for hitching up new implements without getting back in the cab. Which
I do think, again,
brilliant. Actually brilliant.
It's just simple, isn't it? But it makes life so much easier. If you do forget to do it in the cab, you do is before you take your pipes off, give it a press, and away you go. It's easy, isn't it?
Because we know how that goes, don't we?
Yeah.
We all know how that goes. You got to take something off. You got to do the pipes. You got in your head to do the pipes. You get out the tractor and you say this. Oh bollocks! You get back in the tractor. Now you get out the tractor and do it and go. Oh, fine.
Never
Boop.
mind.
Sorted. But other than that, that is pretty much new JCB. It shouldn't make too much of a difference because you guys have seen loads of these. Obviously, Mr. Saunders has one. Hi, George. KV68 has one. So you don't have to just watch them or this on here. You can watch one of these with them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more of us, you can find us on
Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
You can also get merch
On eBay, but we'll be in the link below.
Where's yours?
What?
Your merch. He does this all the time.
JCB, mate. We're doing a JCB video, so JCB.
Oh, I've got this all wrong then.
Yeah.
I've got yellow.
That's a start, I suppose.
I've got yellow. But yeah, merch is there. Check it out. New things coming online very soon. Well, Should be right now, I think.
Not like right now, so don't go check right now, but like...
Well, it should be right now.
Not like now, though, no.
But now. You can check now.
It's not now.
Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. See you next one. Have a great week.
Cheers.